Today we're going to look at chapters 15 and 16 of Acts, and that tells us about the people who were chosen by God to further his word throughout the world. Paul chose Barnabas and Silas. Those were two. He also chose Timothy during this time. Specifically in chapter 16 is the calling of a woman named Lydia. Lydia was interested in dyeing cloth, a process of getting the precious dye from the veins of a murex seashell, and then taking it to the river to soak the cloth in the water. And it brought out the hues in the cloth. The rich reds and purples were worn by royalty and used in the temple for the goddess Diana. Lydia was a widow, which meant she was not held very high in the community. And being determined to make it in a man's world, Lydia decided to move to Philippi so she could make cloths for the temple and the priests that were there. Lydia was right. She did find success in Philippi, and that is where she also converted to Judaism. She was very sincere in her newfound faith. She went to prayer meetings and gave sacrifices for the forgiveness of her sins. Lydia was deeply blessed. It was at one of those prayer meetings that she met a man named Paul, and this was about 15 years after the crucifixion of Christ. Paul came not as he usually did, boastful and sometimes arrogant. He approached this gathering differently. He sat down and he chatted with them. He didn't preach. He just talked. He told them that the Messiah came to be the light and the truth and the way to God. He wasn't ashamed of the cross of Christ. In fact, he gloried in it. Lydia's heart was open beyond anything she could imagine. It was then that Lydia was being called to be a co-worker of Paul's in Philippi. Yes, a woman. Everyone was baptized, and in less than an hour, Lydia's family on earth became a family for heaven, right there in Philippi. I quite imagine God has done much the same for all of us. Call us where we are to serve him right here. It was then that Lydia realized that she was being called to do many things. And she began with showing hospitality, to be generous, and a witness for Christ. Her home became Christ's home, open to many, and a blessing to all. Lydia's family became the nucleus of the church in Europe. It wasn't easy, but Paul had laid a foundation and another built on it. We are called to be the light of God for this world. With the light of God shining through it, it will be magnified. Each of us has a priceless privilege, and that is a call to serve God, called to shine a light, called to charity. We need to open our hearts like Lydia and respond to God to build his church.